All right, welcome. This is DB Talking Now, DB Talking Birds, DB Talking Philadelphia Eagles. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I know this is early for me, and I'm sure you guys are not used to me coming on this early, or at least I haven't done it in a while, but here we are. I just wanted to do some quick check-ins and see if it extends into something more. If it doesn't, that's cool. Big Play Slay, welcome to the house, my man. One love. Happy Tuesday, brother. The Eagles went ahead and waived linebacker John Batchy in place of signing defensive tackle Willie Henry. What it means, who he is, I have no idea. But this is what we will say. What does it mean for the defensive line? What does the signing of Willie Henry mean for the defensive line? He's not really a well-renowned name, obviously. But my thing is this. Chillin', bro, says Big Play Say. Nice, my man. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I mean, what it could mean is the fact that they're still looking at the defensive line to add bodies. They really don't need to, given the draft and given, the drafting of USC defensive tackle Tufuopu, and also bringing a guy like Milton Williams who can probably play both roles. Having Javon Hargrave, having Fletcher Cox, vice versa, all that. What does it mean for the rookies, right? Does it mean that they're planning on moving Milton Williams and playing him on the outside defensive end spots more? I would think so. I would hope so. And vice versa, you know what I mean? And what does it mean for edge rushers like Teron Jackson? What does it mean for those guys? I think it's an interesting thing. It can also be this too. Maybe they're thinking about doing a lot of fastball package. Maybe not a lot, but some. Big Play Slay says, hopefully you get the respect you deserve. You definitely need more subs. Thank you, man. Thank you. I mean, as always, I Big Play, like, I feel like you, I feel you're one of me and Patrick's favorite subscribers, so I know that for a fact. And I've actually known of you for quite a while, just because I used to watch Philly 500 all the time, and Lord Brunson. So I've known of you for quite some time, but and I still try to watch their podcasts, but now that I have my own, it's kind of weird. I don't have time to watch theirs anymore. I got to figure out what's good for mine. But thank you, man. I appreciate that. Other things to notate as well. Julio Jones. It seems like he's either eyeing the Pats or the Titans, which is kind of stuff that we've already talked about. I think he would be a great addition for the Titans. In more ways than one. They already have a successful running. They already have a successful offense. Just given their success running the ball with Derrick Henry, as we all know, he's a beast. But if you go ahead and bring in Julio Jones to take the pressure off of Derrick Henry, and yeah, they got AJ Brown, but it's gonna balance that team a bit more because, as we all know, it's a passing league, and if you give another wide receiver to a team opposite a wide receiver who's already in the process of doing good things to establish himself in AJ Brown, it's gonna give the defense a lot more to think about. So, Toxic Falcons, welcome to the chat, my man. How's it going, brother? How's it going? Happy Tuesday. Toxic Falcon says we don't actually have to send him to a team he wants to go to. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's not like a Deshaun Watson thing where he's got to decide if he wants the team or not. So, yeah, that sound was actually Patrick J. just responding to me, trying to get him to come in for a quick check-in. And Mondays and Tuesdays, it was a long shot in the dark. Mondays and Tuesdays are his busiest days, but we're gonna get him on. We're gonna get him on this week. I promise. If he doesn't get on, I'm gonna throw some shit. Just kidding. But yeah, no. Back to Julio Jones. I thought about it and I stewed over it. And here's the thing. I don't I technically don't want the Eagles to go out and get him. And the reason being is the stature of a Julio Jones being on your team, is it awesome? Yes, it's probably awesome to have the persona and stature of a Julio Jones on your team. But I don't want anything to take away from the possible untouchable chemistry that Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith might have. You know what I mean? I don't want an Odell Beckham Baker Mayfield situation, or I don't want an Odell Beckham Daniel Jones situation or Eli Manning situation. Like, I don't want Jalen to think that. I don't want Jalen to think that he has to go to Julio Jones. I want Jalen to believe that he's going to go to Devontae Smith, and if Quez Watkins is open, then go to Quez Watkins. And speaking of Quez Watkins, I feel like we're forgetting to talk about him a little bit. He's going to be good. I just have a feeling he's going to be good. And so that's the thing too, is like, do we actually, I mean, we've got some options. If Jalen Reagor doesn't do well, there are going to be some options. There's going to be some options for, that we can go to. And I think Quez Watkins is one of those guys that we probably hit. Speaking of Philly 500, and I was also one of those guys as well. But like, I had a lot of high hopes for Quez Watkins coming out of the draft last year. And to see that he fell to us was absolutely phenomenal. So, Tox Falcon says he disrespected our coaching staff and Arthur Blank. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, here's the thing. We don't know what goes on behind closed doors. There could have been, I think, like I said yesterday, there were reports that they didn't want to bring him back. And so I'm sure that leaves a bitter taste in their mouth, in his mouth. King Miro, welcome to the chat, my man. I don't want Julio Jones. We should have traded for DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah, we should have, but then we wouldn't have had Jalen Hurts. And at this point, Jalen Hurts is kind of the only option right now for us. Nobody knew what was going on in the minds of Carson Wentz during that time. Probably having a baby, you know what I mean? Probably having a baby. So he might have still had a bad season, but like, if we traded our second round pick away, we wouldn't have been able to get Jalen Hurts. So, and according to actually on top of that too, according to Howie Roseman, the Cardinals were asking for more from the Philadelphia Eagles or not the Arizona Cardinals, but the Houston Texans were asking for more from the Philadelphia Eagles than they were of the Cardinals, which is why that trade didn't happen. Toxic Falcon says, honestly, F Julio. We still got Calvin, who had 1,300 yards without Julio Jones' help. We got Pitts, Gage, and Hurst. Yeah, you guys are going to be great. You guys are going to, not great. Sorry, I didn't mean that. You guys are going to be fine without Julio. It's kind of what I've been trying to point to this entire time. Calvin Ridley is going to be great. I mean, he's already doing phenomenal things. And then you're bringing in Kyle Pitts. And then, you're bringing in, and then you also have Hayden Hurst. Like, you guys are going to be fine. You guys are going to be fine. I trust Kyle Shanahan with your offense. I really do. Or Kyle Shanahan's in San Francisco, isn't he? Yeah. Yeah. My bad. See, I'm doing an early thing, man. And I'm just trying to, it's me getting acclimated. Yeah, he's in San Francisco. But what do you guys think about the signing of Willie Henry for the Philadelphia Eagles? King Miro, I'm specifically speaking to you. Obviously, they waived linebacker John Gacci. What does it mean for the rest of the defensive line? Yeah, we know you'd rather have DK Metcalf than Julio Jones. I would too. Toxic Falcon says, yeah, fuck Shanahan. Yeah. But the Eagles signed defensive tackle Willie Henry, and who knows what it means. Maybe he's just a camp body. Maybe they thought he was going to be better than John Bacci was, but different positions. I think it's good news for Hassan Ridgeway in the sense of all Hassan Ridgeway needs to do is make sure that he's not as bad as Willie Henry. And he won't be. I guarantee that. Or who knows? Willie Henry can come in and shock some people. I think the Eagles are not done making moves. That's my point. I think Julio Jones is going to get traded by the end of the week. That's my point. But again, guys, as it says in the title, this is just a quick check-in, and I appreciate you guys doing a quick check-in with me. I will be back on later, given that today's stream was quick and earlier, and I'm looking forward to it. One love, King Miro, Toxic Falcons, Big Play Slay. Thank you guys so much for joining me. One love. Have a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday afternoon. I'm trying to navigate this closing. This is DB Talking Now, DB Talking Birds, DB Talking Philadelphia Eagles. One love, you guys. I will talk to you later. Peace out. Go Birds, baby.